That brain fart. Yeah, the stream's fun. I don't think. Never mind. Wait. I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think your voice on stream. I don't think so. I can only hear myself. But it could be the stream really delayed for me. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can't hear yourself. Yeah, you can't. I can't hear you. But I can hear me perfectly fine. Who's that? Cody. It's okay. You can do your technical difficulties. I'll take the line. We have a few medium runners, if not quite a lot actually.
No, yes, okay, I should be on the stream. Can you test if you can hear me now? Well, what is this camera angle I'm getting?
Oh, there. Oh, wait.
Well, Cody reads in a wall as I've swapped back onto the game, and my controller's not working. Wow, this is
Not your day.
this brilliant start. This is. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. My beautiful voice. No one cares about.
Yeah, your voice on stream.
Wait.
I don't know if I think my stream's so delayed.
Yeah, that's fine. The only thing we now have to hope is it doesn't freeze because I've had to tab off. Also, hold up, am I even on the correct screen? I don't know. I'm probably not.
No, you're not.
Okay, it's fine. I've made sure just before Owen starts his lap. Good. Alright, so, first lap of the day, we'll be on board with Owen, one of the 2 championship contenders of this division. I don't even know what the gap is between them at the moment, so it's bad from me, I should have had a look. But anyways, into turn 1, absolutely flies through. Yeah, you can do. And I don't know any corner names for Singapore, so yeah, we're just going to go the one way you consider wheel in the back ring, yeah, just before the DRS straight. He's taken that well. Anyways, now on the DRS straight, and sector 1 is a 26.6 for Owen.
Adam had a really great name for one of the corners, but I can't remember what it was called. It started with a name, I'm pretty sure.
There was, I remember one of them, but I don't remember the name. I remember him saying a corner name.
Dino is on 193 points, Owen's on 157. I used to be able to do the maths, so
193 to 157. That's 36.
Yeah. And Elliot is on 93.
Okay, so it's 36 point gap. I don't think he can even win it anymore.
Yeah, I think he's out of the question. It is literally between
Owen and Dino now.
Yeah. I forgot the names for some reason.
So, purple middle sector for Owen, but it's the first lap of the day, so, I mean, it's always going to be purple. And he hasn't invalidated yet, but does run a bit white there, compromising his line through the next corner. As under the bridge. Pretty much the only thing that I can identify on this track, clearly. And through the final corner to sector 3, where the curbs are absolutely horrible and he's nearly been sent. But luckily for Owen, he's managed to keep it valid. And this lap is a 36.2 on mediums. Nice.
It's a great start for Owen.
As Hajrusi does a 39.2 in the Red Bull.
Don't want to be rude on the man, but I don't think that's
his actual pace.
Yeah, I don't think that's his best.
I think he's made a mistake somewhere.
If that was his best, I'd be slightly concerned.
Matusiak comes to the line and gets a 37.2 on the softs, and then one of the Mercedes of Dino. Okay, and that's why there are 2 championship contenders. Both on mediums within a few thousandths, pretty much. That's 400ths, 300ths. Also, hold up. Wait, how many points are they each on in the championship?
What in total?
Yeah.
Well, Dino's on 193 and Owen's on 157.
If Owen did 1 thousandth quicker, then I'd have the amount of points they've got essentially at the end of the name, and it was a 10th quicker as well. But yeah.
Looks fun facts, everybody. Give me a round of applause.
My pointless facts, and I can tell you.
It's great to be back.
I can tell you something. The fan favourite Adam package is out the session. Everyone's going to be fuming about that.
Oh, Adam.
I don't know where he crashed.
Yeah. Unless he just retired in the pits.
Anyways, for this race, you know, did he? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it looks like his car's in the pit lane.
Yeah, but it does that anyway. It sends you back when you crash it.
So I have no idea where it could have been.
Yeah. Anyone on the chat, hello, and get your predictions in for this race. As I'm interested to hear who you think's gonna win, or how many people you think are gonna crash out. As probably a lot is a good answer.
I don't think it can be more than yesterday's race for PC3.
You'd be surprised.
Slightly confident. No, I'm slightly confident.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know, I haven't been here for God knows how long.
Yeah, you always just leave me. And then luckily we have Quill. You can fill in.
Yeah. Your best friend though?
Nah. No offense to Quill.
Poor Quill. You made him, bro. What's wrong with you?
I can't leave my own teammate Nathan out of the equation. The guy who before the season wanted to commentate with me then disappeared and never did it, so I had to get you in.
No, I couldn't see Nathan do comms.
Anyway, last say to the line, and that's third for him with a 37.1. The only thing is everyone who's done a lap on softs is almost a second slower than Owen and Dinner on mediums. Yeah.
Yeah, I was slightly concerned.
I'm concerned for everyone that isn't Owen and Dinner.
Yeah, for us and the viewers at home, this is a fantastic.
It's fantastic sort of a 1v1 battle essentially between them.
Wait, I swear if Owen doesn't finish and Dino gets first, he can technically win the championship today.
Yeah, he can. He has to get. If Owen doesn't finish, he has to get second, or he has to get third with pole and the fastest lap, and that'll wrap up the championship with 2 rounds to go. I think.
So we could see it today. Dino or not? Yeah, Dino.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Wait, so the gap's 36 points, and you can get 54 points total. So no, Dino needs to get second with either fastest lap or pole position, one of the two. So it is possible, but then that also means Owen can't finish. But also, if Dino wins the race and gets fastest lap and pole position, which is 27 extra points, which would put him on to 220, Owen has to finish, I believe, P7 or higher. So, it could happen today. And this is a possibility. I don't know if Mitch has died or what's happened, but...
So no, I was just moving the ball out of the way.
We got any predictions on the stream for what's happening today?
In the chat. No, not yet. But Tropical R6 says he wants David Power to win. He's his hero.
Very.
As the Aston Martin is sitting in P8.
I don't think anyone's done like a very good lap so far, let's say.
Well, I mean, besides our technically top, what, 3, if I'm honest.
And there you go. Oh, okay. Well, as I was saying that, Furim Chaz in the Haas has gone to pole position with a 36.2. As I was about to say, Greg in the Alpine managed to also get into the 36s on mediums. But yeah, the Haas driver takes provisional pole position in this session. So Owen's out on another lap on the mediums and improving, so swap back to him towards the end of his lap as we have Daryl in the final sector. And let's see what this time's going to be. As to the line, it's going to be a 39.9, which puts him 12th at the moment. Has Hajrisi improved, I think? to a 39.2, as I'm pretty sure his first lap was like a 1:41. But I'm not sure. As David Hoy goes up to 4th.
See, I don't want to do the commentator's curse. Since he always does it for PC3, I'm kind of hoping I can do it to him today. But I don't know.
Alright, yeah,
I'll
we'll just spectate him for the rest of the session then. Alright, here we go. Alright, so David's doing really good today. He's putting in absolute amazing lap times, and I think he's going to get put in there. Anyway, 30 has gone up to 4th on medium, so again, where he has been these last few races, challenging the front two. If only he'd been here the whole season, then he could have been in this title fight, to be fair. And imagine if Red Bull had a lineup of Owen and 30, then the constructors would have been wrapped up about 2 months ago. But yeah.
Tropical has asked, do you think David Power has a good chance at getting a podium? In today's race, I'm not going to put it past anyone to get a podium, or let alone top 10.
In Singapore,
anything can happen.
In Singapore,
you could see,
so
anything can happen. We could see Dino maybe not even finish the race if something bad was to happen to him, and we could see, I don't know, Alfie Harvey win the race, which, sorry to the bloke, it's unlikely for him, in my opinion.
Yeah, literally anyone could probably get a good result here, as safety cars are expected and are definitely likely.
From yesterday's race, I mean, the championship leader PC got 3 drive-throughs by the game being harsh on him, so yeah, anything can literally happen to him, let alone anyone.
So I'm trying to find someone actually on a lap. I'm all over the place. There's Adam Matuzzi, there we go. Does a 36.7 flat, which puts him P6 in the Williams. I've got nothing else to add about that lap. But yeah, not bad.
Let's say has got fastest sector 1, so keeping on board with him.
As I just finishing Paul's lap, goes to P7. As yeah, Lasse literally will be the next to cross the line. So
I mean, Lasse did almost just lose it entering sector 2, but I'll ignore that.
And Ferrari's taken this middle sector quite nicely. Had a little bit of a moment, but
everyone has moments in Singapore.
Yeah, you have to basically be on edge, and he's 6 tenths up in his own time, which is a purple middle sector. And currently it'd be a 36.5, so it's going to put him 5th if he stays improving how much he is, but he's probably got some time to find in this final sector, as he's attacking the curbs aggressively, trying to just get every last bit of time out of this lap. And he's doing very well so far, as he's almost lost it there. And that's going to cost him quite a bit of time, but I think he'll still improve. And it's a 36.5. So he basically stayed the same, but if it wasn't for that slight mistake, that could definitely have challenged at the top.
Yeah, it could push him up to possibly in between maybe Dino and Owen, or just below Dino, I'm not too sure.
Around there, yeah. About 2 tenths lost there, probably from him, so just behind them. But yeah, it was a good lap from him. As Ferdy here in the Red Bulls improving on his mediums, and he's almost done the same as Lasse, but had to fight the car even more to save it. As he comes round the final corner into the line, he improves, but only by 11 thousandths, so stays 4th. As we have a few more cars in the final sector, one being the Haas of Imchaz, who's gone to the pits because he's put on mediums, which I'm not sure he was meant to do. But I don't know. I think Raphael is the next on a lap, currently in 11th, which would be tactical pole position, technically.
Sorry, do you know who the Haas 17th is his actual name? Because I don't have it.
Kamil Shizevsky.
Okay, thank you. I'll know that name. so I don't just call him his Steam name.
As on board with Raphael, he's 2 seconds down on his lap actually. So
David Power has just got a fast sector too.
He has just invalidated those as well.
Yeah.
potentially showing some signs of some pace, which I'm sure the person in chat rooting for him will be happy about. As if he can get another run in with that similar pace, then you never know, he could challenge at the front here. As on board with Bodian in the McLaren. And to be fair, I say it looks like some people have backed off. Singapore never looks like anyone's taking it flat out, as he's gone pole there with a 36 flat, which is a very nice time. But you do have to consider,
Owen didn't know have smacked on some
as
softs.
Alfie's crashed at the bridge. Hopefully that doesn't affect Dino's lap, as he's absolutely battered it into a wall there, and luckily is off the track. As Dino's still not invalidated and is on a very good run here in the Mercedes.
It's unfortunate for Alfie.
As Dino now, we're in the final corner, absolutely chucks it through and into the line, just about keeps it in track limits, and that's a 35.4. That is a very nice time by the Mercedes.
It's a fantastic time. I'm not going to put it past Owen to hopefully, if not, well, if not, be on par with his time as well when he does his lap. I mean, from Dino's 1.54, this looks like it's going to be a tasty race for our title contenders.
As Cody Reach just set a purple middle sector in the Alfa Romeo. And he's doing quite well here. So if he's got more time to find in the final sector, based on how much he's currently improving, could definitely find his way towards the top 10. And he's going very aggressive on the curbs, and that's somehow not an invalidation as he's hit the wall a little bit.
Hopefully that didn't give him any damage.
And no, it didn't. And to the line, it does put him up to P11 with a 37.3, but he definitely lost quite a bit of time there as Shizevsky in the Haas does a 38.9, but that was only his first run of the session, so...
Yeah, hopefully Cody just tapping the wall there didn't just ruin his lap to get into the top 10, but he does have one more lap.
I've seen Greg's improving in the Alpine.
Yeah, he will get another lap in as well.
And to the line, yeah he's going to be clear and goes to P3 with a 36.1, which is very nice from the Alpine.
He might be a dark horse for this race, you know.
As David Perra's not going to make the line, so unfortunately he's going to be starting P14. And David Hoy's also not going to make the line to start his final run. As we have Darrell, who's at 6 tenths up. And pushing the curbs there and manages to actually get a good run over them. And through the final corner, he comes to the line and it's a 38.5. Almost slowed down a bit, it looked like, potentially to make sure he doesn't go into the top 10. As Dino's just driving his way back to the pits.
Yeah, he's just having a little side-eye drive.
Yeah, pretty much. We have Cody, who I don't know if he's improving. I saw that Fur in front made a mistake in the Haas, so...
I think you're right. Owen didn't get into a lap in.
Yeah, he actually hasn't as well. So he's going to be starting 5th as Matusiak goes to the pit lane. We have Paul Hill, the PC3 driver. He's also going to the pit. So no one's actually improving this final run except for Victor here in the Williams. As around the final corner he goes in. He goes flying into a wall but does get P6.
That's definitely... It definitely helps him.
And
just behind Owen though.
Yeah, I don't think Owen's going to be too happy with 5th, but I mean, it's Singapore.
Yeah, just be happy to finish the race.
As
I think that's the main goal.
I would arguably say this has been the most separated qualifying of the whole season, with 5.1 seconds separating Dino with Alfie.
Yeah, everyone's really close.
In the midfield, from like 2nd down to 9th, well even 11th is 7 tenths. So 2nd down to 11th is going to be pretty spicy. Just making sure you're still keeping an eye on the stream and it hasn't blown up yet.
Yeah, no, the stream's still going. I run the background, I listen to it.
Thank the Lord.
I have it next to me to read chat, and I have it in my ears to see if audio's fine.
Yeah, the audio should be fine. Always, but
Eh.
except for the start of today, which was annoying.
That's forgotten about. I'm wondering what Adam's gonna do. Is he gonna maybe start on hards instead of mediums?
I mean, at the back, I don't know. You could even start softs and just try and make places. But in the top 10, I've just realised Owen will start mediums alongside 30, actually.
Maybe that was
Maybe it was
plan.
tactical, actually. That's a good point. We completely didn't consider the fact that it could just be tactical to start on mediums, which starting P5 on mediums is very good. I mean, you yourself started in the top 10 on mediums yesterday, and it benefited you a lot.
It does very help towards the end.
Yeah.
I mean, the mediums do last to maybe I think round lap 11, maybe 12. I think.
I think you
softs
could get them
go
like
for
1 or 2 more maybe, but there's
yeah,
not really
and
much of a point going further because you could just
yeah.
stick on hards and get to the end because Singapore's weird. You can't really do soft medium as the tyre wear's too bad. And it's also the longest race on the calendar, so now you're going to have to put up with us for an hour, pretty much, of this race. So that's... This is
At
going to be
least it's
pure
not
chaos.
raining.
At least it's not
Unless I've
raining.
just,
But I
unless I've just
wanted it
jinxed
to,
it.
I can't lie. I actually sort of wanted it to. I mean, this stream would have ended up going for like 2 hours, but
I mean,
it would have
I'm
been
not gonna
funny.
put. I mean, we still don't. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't know if it might rain. We don't know still. It could rain maybe 12 laps into the race.
I hope so.
I
Because
doubt it,
Singapore...
because it's.
The thing is, watching Singapore is like, because people, you can't really, explore options around the track and really go for any risky stuff. Because if you try anything, you'll just end up in a wall. And it makes it slightly
But
annoying to watch.
but even when the drivers are doing the risky stuff, sometimes it does literally benefit them, and it does give them the place. Let
Oh
alone
my,
maybe
okay.
slightly better time.
Well, outside the top 10, basically everyone's on hards, apart from Paul, David, and Daryl.
Maybe that's my advice.
They were listening.
I didn't think many people would actually start on hards.
I
I
didn't
thought
think this
people would
many
have.
would, yeah.
I thought people would have stuck with mediums.
Jeff's telling them some strategies here.
Jeff just thought, bun this, we're doing it my way.
We also get a rip in the chat for Jeff because, unfortunately, the main man
Still not
himself,
happy.
he's not going to be here. I'm fuming, I am.
Completely off topic. Have you heard of the new? What would you call it?
The engineer, it's like Oh
Yeah,
my!
engineer.
Camille's just drove into a wall on the formation lap. Thank God she can't get damage, otherwise, well, yeah, he'd be starting in a great spot with no wheel on his car.
Yeah. But yeah, have you heard of the new engineer?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah, just bring Jeff back, man. I love it when he tells me to go hard tyres when there's 4 laps of a race left, and also put me on 70%
Exactly.
softs. It's amazing. Like, come on, just bring
Who
him
knows?
back.
Who knows? Maybe we'll grow to like him like we did with Jeff.
No.
But maybe not so
It
much.
won't ever feel the same. Depressing.
Oh yeah, no, it will never feel the same.
So, Dino's actually almost done the formation lap,
Anyway.
actually.
Back to the game.
Back to what we're meant to be doing, which is commentating this race. To be fair, we're going to need some stuff to talk about in all the safety cars we're going to have.
I mean, there's like I wouldn't say a big gap, but Alfie's kind of making a gap.
I'm having a look at the fuel everyone's put in. Both the Ferraris and both the Mercedes have underfueled, which I don't blame them, honestly.
Yeah, I saw people were doing it yesterday's race, and I was a bit confused with how come people were doing it, but I guess
With 4 safety cars, it makes sense.
yeah. Plus, you go quicker, well,
Yeah.
slightly a bit quicker than others,
Yeah, because of the
depending on
weight
how good their
reduction.
stops are.
As we'll just watch everyone pull up to the grid, and we've actually got a camera angle. The game's you know what, game, I respect you.
The game has blessed us tonight. Well, we'll say tonight. It's still midday.
Well, it could be tonight, depending on where you are. Also, that voice crack was 10 out of 10. Yeah. So, everyone now pulled up to the grid, and well, this
I'm
won't
not
be the
sure.
case.
Oh, there
Okay,
you go.
well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And lights out, and away we go in Singapore as Dino doesn't get a good start, and Bodian's going to go on the inside and take P1 into turn 1 as there's almost just been a bit of contact there with Owen and the Haas of Ferinchiaz as Rajpal also had to take avoiding action there, but Bodian needs this race from Dino as there's already been a retirement of Lasse at the back, and is that a safety car? No, it's not, as they come racing down the boulevard.
Oh, it's
Okay,
a
that's a VSC.
It's not too soon. Boys, we haven't even got around the first sector, let alone we have a VSC already.
Alright, who's not got a front wing? Let's do some inspecting. Who's missing something? Alright,
Look at it,
Robbie's missing an end plate. Doing my inspections. Anyone else? Probably. I don't know.
What I mean, Adam went from, what was it, P17?
18th up to 13th
Yeah.
already, as the VSC has now ended.
It's a great start for him.
It's back underway, and Bodian leads this race, which I think he'll be quite happy about, to be fair, as he managed to get a podium in his first ERO race from 16th to 2nd in Bahrain. He's a very quick driver in race pace. What's happened to Dino there? He's lagged all the way down to 4th.
I think
As that's not good, as there's Camille in the wall at the back, but Dino's been ruined there by the game. And
there's been a little collision with Darryl and I forgot the hash driver already at the back.
Camille.
I forgot his name. Camille, that's the one. Thank you.
As Bodian's already got a second gap at the front.
After Dino's unfortunate, I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah.
As Greg here is actually getting quite close to the back of him, Chaz in the Haas, but again, I'm not sure how an overtake's going to happen much as Camille's crashed again at the bridge.
Might need to rename that bridge, like the bridge is there for something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because everyone loves it. Just
as Rajpal goes into the wall there, and that's not going to help his case, as Dino's now going to be all over him and going to go for a move here, but it's just not close enough, and probably not risking it at this stage, as it's definitely not worth risking it. And yeah, Rajpal's got damage, I think.
Yeah, he's taking.
He took that very slowly, and he's had a bit of a moment as well. As Dino here's going to try and get the move done, sort of just hanging a tyre in, as he's going to try to the inside here, and they're going to go side by side. This is very close between them, and luckily for Dino, he's managed to get through without damage.
I wonder if any driver will clip the wall going into that turn.
Oh, loads, absolutely loads of them.
I'm gonna make I'm not gonna make a bet because I'll probably end up losing it, but I'm just gonna assume that people are gonna
as there's yellow flags, and that's Camille exiting the pit lane. As those guys who've had to pit are so far behind already. As there's yellow flags and someone's off, and it's the Alpine of Raphael.
He might have had contact with Alfie. I'm not too sure with that one.
As Further has a little bit of a moment in the Haas, but he has managed to close the gap to Bodian at the front. As Dino's also following these guys through, and Owen right on the back of Greg here. And he's looking for a move as Greg forces him far to the inside, trying to compromise his lines. Owen's pushed him off track a bit there through turn 1. And
I think Owen took too much of the curb, and his car just kind of just said, "No, I don't want to."
As Rajpal making a bit of contact with Owen's back tyre there, as these guys are really getting aggressive on the fight, and Paul Hill in the Ferrari's reigned. As Rajpal's now going to have DRS and try remake a move on Owen, as he's going to go to the inside here of the McLaren and pushes him off track now, as Owen's going to still fight this one, and some very aggressive battling early on, which on lap 3 it's not worth it, as Owen's trying to send one round the outside there and almost ends up in a wall for doing so.
Did I just tap the wall? I think my damage? It might be ghost damage.
As Owen again go for a suicidal move essentially, and yeah, Owen's trying some very dangerous things here. And I'm surprised this hasn't taken him out the race already, as he's really risking it. But I mean, as much as you've got a championship on the line, it's lap 3. There's no need to do this early on.
Yeah, he's also on medium. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, 'cause I would do the same thing, but I'd be playing it safe.
Just take your time at this rate at this point in the race, as Robbie picks up a 3-second time penalty on lap 3.
I mean, if I was Owen, I would be just playing it safe. You're on mediums; they'll last a couple laps longer than the softs will, and maybe you might be blessed if the safety car or even a VSC just comes in after the soft runner's pit.
Yeah, Owen's struggling a little bit, and so is Victor behind, who's now under pressure from 30, who's just going to follow past and move himself up to P6.
Done the move recently. He did take a bit of the curb.
As Victor's actually just tapped him from behind, and luckily just has enough control of his car there. Yeah, these guys are really fighting. As Dino is going for a move on Imshaz, and he's right on the back of him, and decides to just stay behind for now. As he's just being smarter here and playing patient, as actually he gets a good run, which opens the inside, and again contact between them, and causes Dino to lose 8. But as Owen again trying to get past Greg, and he's actually managed to do so this time round. And third, he's also going to potentially have a look, but not quite close enough in the Red Bull.
Surprisingly, Dino took pretty much the death curve that you just don't want to take on this track, and he took it very nicely, which gave him a run on.
He rolled the dice and paid off.
I mean, he still didn't get the move done, but
as behind Hajrusi's gone into the wall somewhere, as he's ghosted, and he doesn't have front wing damage, but he's now under pressure from David Peller, as the Aston Martins are close to each other and slowly making their way up the grid from everyone else. Is just faults as Owen picks up a 3-second time penalty, and
not ideal for him.
That's not ideal at this stage in the race, yeah. It looks like he has damage, as he's really struggling here.
Adam has just pretty much drove. I say drove. He just tapped the.
And Owen's gone to the pitch. Yeah, Owen's got damage.
Yeah, Adam got damage by hitting the wall on the bridge. The death.
As everyone's flying off into the pit, so loads happening.
I mean, we just went on to lap 5. I guess we can look at the position changes. We have Adam. It's gone up by 10, the most, and obviously, if we want to go for the lowest, it would be last. But obviously, he has retired, and Owen just pitted.
Yeah. There's Imshaz here.
Adam moved up by 10, and Alfie's moved up by 6.
Imshaz getting close to the back of Bodian, as Hajrusi's also managed to make the move on David Hoy to get himself back into P5.
David looked really early on the brakes.
I'm surprised we've not had a safety car yet with the amount of carnage.
I know, yeah.
The fact that these guys have kept it from DNFing after some of the fights we've seen, as David Peller is ahead of David Hoy now.
The few Davids in the Aston, who would have thought?
It's interesting to see how Dino takes a completely different line just after the, let's call it the tunnel, onto the DRS straight, and actually gains a lot of time there every lap. As these guys at the front very close.
Yeah, I think the 3 are pretty much together, as Dino, I think, just tapped the wall, but obviously that probably wouldn't do any damage. It sounded like he did, so I assumed.
No, I genuinely think that was just a crowd being annoying, as Bodian heads to the pits, as the softs do die off ridiculously here, as I don't blame him, Dino. I mean, looked like he was about to lose the car there in the final corner, but he's fine.
I'm surprised he didn't go any longer on the softs, if I'm honest, because the softs can probably go to around lap 7 or 8.
Yeah, but
if you
honestly,
can just get them there.
It's probably better to just go for the 2-stop.
Yeah, the 2-stop's probably a lot better. I mean, that's if you can do the 2-stop, because we don't know what can happen for.
It could be a 17-stop for some of these.
Yeah, we could see that
the fastest lap of the race.
We could see 12 DNFs, and every single one could be a safety car.
Well, 4 of them, because 4's the limit, except for when, I don't know what race it was, but one of them had 5. I think that was Baku. Which arguably is the only other track more chaotic, but honestly, it's not been as chaotic as I thought yet. But I think if there's one safety car, there'll be 7 safety cars.
Yeah, I mean, watching some of the
Pretty much.
driving going on right now, it's not. I mean, as I say that, 3 seconds for the last driver, and but yeah, I expected there to be a bit more DNF.
As that's someone
As
into the wall, that's Daryl,
as
and as we were saying, I expected to. As you were saying, you expected more DNFs.
I think he just clipped. I think he just clipped the curb and just lost it.
Yeah, probably. I'm
As
interested to see.
David Power got 3 seconds as well.
Is anyone going to pit? Nah, Imshaz and you know, I think they're committed to trying to go soft hards as some random person has joined. Luckily, we're halfway through the race, so that's not going to be an issue. And well, honestly, since you can't really do much around this track, you sort of just have to quietly wait and just almost just be patient. As further behind we have Cody Reed, not too far off Adam. I said they're pretty much all driving into that one wall, and it's not giving them damage.
I just
They're
Adam's
just
in
slightly
P6.
grazing it. What did he say?
Adam's in P6. I just realised.
Yeah, he's gone from 18th to 6th already. But he's starting to form a bit of a train behind himself. Which I'm sure the guys behind him will love as Paul. Very close to the back of Cody.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if Paul will be enjoying this.
I'm not
as
too
he's
sure.
on mediums. I mean, he would probably prefer to get past, but what can you do? You've got Adam, and you've got Cody in front of you.
They're on
And
hard
you've got
tyres
Alf, and you've got Alf. Yeah, Alfie's closing in as well.
Yeah, I mean, on the straights he's not, but through the corners,
Maybe.
No, maybe not. Maybe he's not closing it.
Well, I mean, the train Adam's forming, he should bound to catch him unless he has a moment.
Nah, Alfie's just losing time. As there's yellow flags, and that's Camille in the Haas. And
Oh, Dino and
still going as the front two have pitted, which releases 30 into the lead of the race, who is our lead medium runner, so well, I think he'll be quite happy in the situation he's in.
Paul just went for a dive on Cody and it's kind of worked. He did go a bit wide.
As Adam's having connection issues, I've just seen, he's just
that doesn't really shock me if I'm honest.
Paul's going to get a run on him here, and you'd think he's just going to go for the move as quick as he can.
As he does.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Adam teleports back in front of him, but luckily his connection symbol's gone, so Paul is spared.
I'm hoping for Paul's sake he has a better race than he did yesterday. Just as his race was.
His race was just driving through the pit lane a lot.
I think his race could possibly be one of the worst, if not the worst race this season.
I mean, when you have 3 drive-throughs to serve in a race, it's not fun.
Yeah, when the game's poorly built mechanics don't work, then yeah.
Adam almost got sent by the curb of death there. Yes. Alfie is actually closing now.
Adam has no battery.
But Alfie is almost being forced to use his battery to try and stay ahead of Bodie, and he's going to look at a move.
I mean, Bodie's on fresh mediums, but fresh mediums and old hards, I don't know if there's really much between them, really.
There's a lot between them.
No.
About a second and a half a lap. If it was old mediums and fresh hards, then there wouldn't be much between them, but yeah, I think you just got to get around as he should get him here with the DRS as Cody's pitted off the hard tyres. And Bodian does get through, but Alfie hits into the back of him there. Did he lose a bit of his front wing? No, luckily not. Actually, he might have. I'm not sure, but that could just be the hard tyres.
I don't think he did, unless he's got,
he hasn't.
as we like to call ghost damage.
Yeah, pretty much. There's Imchaz here on the back of Victor, and he's going to absolutely fly past the Williams driver and move himself up into 8th place here in the Haas.
That's right. So Darrell has already been lapped.
Yeah.
Slam 9.
It's just an unfortunate race for him, and Camille has as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just unfortunate.
They've both just had a bad day together. Which
I'm pretty sure they're both heat trap, or that might be just.
As his yellow flags, and that's Cody. He's just pitted onto those fresh softs.
Has just also spun back into the wall by trying to do a 180.
As Robbie picks up another 3 seconds, bringing his total to 6. As his yellow flags, and that's a Haas into the wall, and that's Camille. And the Haas team at this rate are going to be sending him out quite a big bill with the amount of front wings. Neat replacing. There's more yellow flags up ahead. I'm not even sure who that was for. There's Bodian into the pit lane, so I think he's had an issue somewhere. And that's unfortunate. Is eight of the people who had pitted, he was actually in the lead as Alfie laps Darrell, and is currently in 5th place. And Alfie and Adam are doing very well at the moment and have moved up a lot of places. Dino picks up a 3-second time penalty. And I've just realised Dino's near on the back of Owen.
Yeah, these two are flying out.
I didn't even realise that had happened, as Dino's going to go for the move on Owen. And he's going to try on the 8, so I don't think Owen's going to give him much room as pushes him a little wide, but Dino's going to take the position. Owen goes for the dive and almost loses the car, but that's going to allow Dino past, and on those mediums, do you think he'll probably run away here as they've got someone in front? And it's Darrell.
Yeah, I'm confused why there's a yellow flag. Didn't think anyone really hit anything or slowed down.
I think Darrell's just having the worst day of potentially
all
all days.
I think it's not his day.
It's just
It's a shame, to be honest.
Yeah, as Alfie here's starting a bit of a train behind himself with Matusiak and Imchaz right behind him. And there's a yellow flag, and that's a VSC as Camille's there, and that's upgraded to a full safety car here. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Oh, I mean,
I don't know if anyone's going to report that, but David Power definitely cut the pit lane, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was staying there and then just swapped across.
I mean, did you get it on stream?
I got the bit where he just randomly went. I didn't get it perfectly on stream, but I saw on the mini map he just goes flying across. So I guess no one could report it then because no one saw him.
Yeah. So it might got a bit lucky, and you know, I don't think he got a warning from that.
And I'm just saying, it's a Red Bull 1-2 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he didn't even get a warning for crossing the. No, I wouldn't say just driving across the pit lane. Is for real.
I think third your pit. I even think Alfie your pit. So I think leader of the race will probably be Alfie.
Well, I mean, Alfie doesn't actually need to pit. Ideally, he could probably keep going, but if he wants to finish the race, I'm actually not sure if his hards will go to the end.
His hards won't go to the end, but I mean, I just stay out and then just pit later on.
I'm special. We're on lap 11. He's on lap 10. Of course, I won't go to the end.
He can't anyway. He has to pit.
Yeah, I don't know why my brain. I didn't even look at the lap if I'm honest. I thought we were on like lap 20 or something.
Cody's managed to just about avoid getting lapped there, I've realised, and that's going to save him. And it's also going to mean the safety car's going to be it for a while, so yeah. How's your day been, Mitch? And actually, I just realised, even if 30 pits, and he's gone over the white line and had to come back on there, so I'm sort of... where's Alfie going?
What's Alfie done? Alfie, what the... Yeah, you had the lead.
Owen's been told
And
to let him back through, and that creates a gap between Owen and Dino.
I think that's a bit harsh. Alfie was parked pretty much on the track, and Alfie's going to the pits.
Did he get damage?
Slightly.
I don't know.
He must have. There's no way he's pitting. If he's
Oh,
pitting
no.
just to get new, I hope he has damage. Because if he's pitting to get new wheels, he's made a mess of this.
He's just pitting for these tyres.
I'm not sure that was really a smart idea from him.
Maybe the mediums can make it to the end if there's another safety. Actually, they probably can make it, but
I think mediums can, but I think
he should have just taken the track position and waited for another safety car.
Yeah, because he would have been quite. Well, actually, it depends.
It's gonna be in 12th now.
Yeah.
And I don't think you saw exactly what happened, did you?
No, I was too busy watching.
At the bridge, he just didn't turn and he just went straight on.
I assume he must have missed the braking point.
Just a bit. But yeah, that's gonna release Owen and Dino, both with 3-second time penalties at the front.
Well, Owen is just staying in gear 2 and 3, so I'm kind of confused what he's doing. Get the gearbox going.
It's like, it's fine. It's sort of what most people do on the safety car, or as quite a few people do. Just leave the car in high revs.
Yeah, if you're Nathan, you sit in AR mode only.
Yeah.
But
as Cody's managed to get a penalty on the safety car.
I'm not really sure how you can do that.
You're meant to be driving how much slower?
Just under the delta, really.
It'd be nice if lap cars were allowed to overtake, because I feel bad for Daryl.
It's okay. At least the next game, hopefully, it's a rule, so you'll be able to go back around.
Nah. The F1 game, it's always been a rule in real life, and the F1 game's never added it. Just like red flags.
I don't know why.
It's a good job I actually thinking of things to talk about, because
red flags in this game would be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, especially if they're released on like the rates to the stewards in real life. If like one person loses part of their front wing on track and keeps driving, it's a red flag.
Yeah, if our current stewards had control of the red flags, Christ.
It's like if they did what they do in iRacing, I believe, where what they have is they have like online stewards who like jump into races and they can like apply penalties live. Imagine the absolute chaos of that.
You could absolutely just throw hell at anyone.
Yeah.
You cut one line, that's 5 seconds. Stop.
Yeah, I don't think we'd use that if it was a feature.
I don't think we would.
I don't think that's a good idea. As it could just become absolute. It'd just be a mess. It literally would just be a mess. Because it's not exactly the most, let's say, fully 100% well-made sim racing game. It's questionable, a lot of the stuff in this game.
On its day, it's fantastic. On another day, is just
awful.
There's no words to describe how bad it can be.
It's fine though. They fixed most of the issues that they had with the game recently, and it's getting there. But
I just hope that for the new game that actually allow overtaking cars to
lap cars to overtake,
yeah, because that would make races so much more fun. And then like if you're in that situation where let's say another safety car comes out and he's like like 2 laps down, instead of just retiring, for example, you can keep going.
Like most people in Daryl's situation, I'll probably retire on it. Daryl's the person to sort of just quit. He'll just drive this one for fun, really.
I mean, so far only 2 DNFs. I expected there to be at least 5.
Oh, they're probably about 7 in 2 seconds from there. Like we're about to have a restart.
Yeah, I expect things will go down, but it's good to see that our championship leaders are
at the front and ready to fight. Yeah. Well, I have a feeling 30 and a few others behind are probably just going to stop that fight.
It depends how Owen keeps up with Dino on the restart. Whether he'll be right up in his arse or he'll just be.
As he almost hit right into. Oh my, getting a bit close.
he really is trying to get the.
Dino's just waiting
most.
for the safety car to go away because it's not even reached the pit lane yet, going a bit slow.
I mean, after my first safety car restart, it is a living hell. You're saying only can get to trying to drive.
And the safety car's going into the pits now, so Dino's going to restart the race and get a decent gap to Owen, who nearly loses the car. And off we go
not
again.
ideal from Owen.
Behind we have yellow flags, and that's Hashrusi into the wall at the final corner. And that's going to send him right down to the back on the main straight. As Cody's almost in the wall, and there's more chaos as Alfie's managed to get himself up into P10.
And a bit of.
We also have Paul trying to send a move on Imshaz, who gets a great line and manages to defend that. But yeah, this restart's already absolute chaos as Adam's now looking for a move on the other Adam of Matusiak. And that move's not on for him.
Why can't everyone just have like not the same name? Two Davids, two Adams.
No, we got three Adams when shows.
There's the three Adams. Oh.
Yeah. Both the Davids are currently 4th and 5th off this restart, and well, Dino's just ran away from Owen. He's got a 1.3 second gap.
I mean,
Imshaz has to take a bit of avoiding action, and Paul almost gets completely collected by him.
I mean, from both Davids, this is. I'm not going to jinx it, but currently it's looking good for them.
Yeah, Aston Martin are having a decent race as Imshaz hits into the back of David Power there. And David Power's actually picked up a 3-second time penalty as he got pushed wide and took the next corner a bit wider, so he might appeal that penalty.
I couldn't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah. Depends if he gets more warnings later on, but
yeah.
Yeah, as Paul Hill here very close to the back of Imshaz and's got a great run there. And just carries so much more speed through the final corner. And is looking to the outside of the Haas, and the Haas sort of just pushes him off track there. Which we've seen a lot this race.
Yeah.
People are really getting the elbows out here in Singapore. But at the same time, there is barely any space on the track, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, from Paul Hill being pushed by, it technically give him a better run going into, what, turn 3, 4?
He could have got a corner cutting warning though, as Paul's still going for the move here this time. Going up the inside of the Haas, and he's put him in a wall, and that's contact with the Williams of Matusiak, and that's caused absolute carnage behind as Matusiak nearly puts Adam Lapage into the wall, and Bodian almost gets collected by Adam there, as all of a sudden... We've now got a Williams with no front wing in the middle of nowhere, as Alfie's managed to send it up his inside luckily, as Imshaz has also got damage in the Haas, and...
Alfie feeling a bit risky, I'm liking it from him.
These yellow flags, yeah, I think that's just for these guys going slow, as Adam's all over the back of Imshaz, and all of a sudden that's caused a bit of carnage at the front, as Adam's now looking to make a move on the Haas, who just lets him through, which is... probably the best thing to do, as we have someone in the wall there, and that was Raphael and Adam Matusiak. As Alfie looks to have picked up damage, and someone's going to go for a move into the bridge there, as Victor manages to get through. As Alfie hits into the back of him and almost spins the Williams round, as Robbie has to take avoiding action off the track there, as Alfie's off into the pit lane alongside Imshaz. I have no clue what I've just watched.
No, that's unfortunate for Alfie. Considering that he pretty much...
I mean...
I don't want to be harsh to him, but he did kind of throw away being essentially near the top.
Yeah, he got blocked, then just drove into the back of someone.
But going back to the Paul and... I already forgot who he put on the wall. An accident.
But
I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Paul was a car ahead, but there was no way. There's no room for
two cars.
Two cars there.
I think Paul went a bit too deep as well, potentially. So I think the Haas driver's going to be very happy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. But
as this is what's awful about Singapore as well. Look how far behind everyone is now.
Yeah, there's no really good space for overtaking except pretty much maybe the long. Well, no, the long should just maybe the straight really at the beginning.
Yeah.
And even then, that's kind of a horrible place to overtake. 'Cause you just get pushed forward going into.
Here,
turn
this
two.
track has the joint most DRS zones of any tracks.
We don't know.
Yeah. Nah.
Actually, one more. The best overtaking place is probably pretty much entering sector 2.
Yeah, that's probably the best places. We've seen some people have success there. Other times we've seen people just send the other person off track.
Yeah.
So I'm on
Well,
board
I'm
with Paul here, who normally gets this final corner beautifully. And he's
And he
actually had to
does
slow
again.
down a little bit to avoid David Perez's yellow flags for a Red Bull. I think that's 30. As
Yep.
Paul manages to go up into 5th place and keeps it in track limits as well. Very nice from the Ferrari driver.
I mean, for Paul, you should expect this a lot. He loves to go down the inside, and he always doesn't move cleanly, except maybe from the the move we just saw earlier. But we won't talk about that.
All I'm saying is, some people in this race have been exceptionally lucky not to retire.
And some of them have been very unlucky to pretty much be where they are.
Yeah.
One driver having pretty alright. Well, I say alright. Probably one of the best races out of everyone. Adam Lappage. He's currently sitting in P7.
He's going to
Fresh
kill you
meetings.
because you've said his name wrong as well. That's another win.
True. Adam Lappage, my bad.
Nah, just call him Package. And that's pretty much what everyone calls him anyway now.
Yeah.
As he's also still down on fuel. He was probably expecting more safety cars than this. And he's probably now in a state of panic as he ran out of fuel at Jeddah as well. He did this at Jeddah, and there was one safety car, and he ran out of fuel. And now he's done it again. He hasn't learned from his mistakes, and he could run out of fuel again. And if he does, it's gonna be
a painful one.
It's gonna be funny.
He's gotta hope there's at least maybe 2 safety cars, unless you can get away with one very long one.
It depends how much under fueled he's gone. As he's getting quite close to the back of David Power.
No, I mean, I don't know what colour you'd say the engine light is. Would you say it's orange or yellow? To me, it looks.
It's
more
yellow
than
because it's
orange.
always either yellow, red, or grey. I don't know why grey, but yeah. As if you're in the positive, I thought they would have done green like they do with the amount of fuel you've got. As Adam's going to go up the inside here. Manages to get the move done.
Very clean.
Which is nice to see, this race.
Yeah. No dodgy overtakes that cause people to DNF. I'm happy that we have some of that in this race.
Not to cause people to DNF. To cause them to have front wing damage, you'll have to sit about 20 seconds behind so then nothing happens.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I'd have rather had people DNF and bring everyone close together with safety cars than it just literally be the most boring thing in the world. But as I say that, Owen's caught up to dinner here.
I mean, technically the mediums right now would be dying off very slowly, whereas the hards would be kind of just in the state of
range.
Yeah, they're in the state of you can push harder now.
And I think that's Dino goes to the pitch. Yeah. I assume he's going to put one more set of mediums to the end, or is he going to go hards? I'm not sure.
He might go hards.
No, but he's only got 9 laps out of them. He's got mediums, and also getting a new front wing, actually. So maybe that's why he's had to pit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably flip.
Owen's going to be loving seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, Owen. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but Owen could be in the clear unless the safety cars.
Rashford's going to go for a move on him though, and we saw these two at the start of the race, and Owen just completely pushes him off track again. As Rashford's not going to give up this fight, and
very close.
Really wants that, even as he's almost lost it and collected Owen in the process. Owen would have been fuming over that, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, Rashford is very lucky to not have got damage on his front left of his wing, because my god, there was like millimeters away from having contact with that wall.
There's yellow flags. That's an Alfa Romeo. I don't know which one.
It's Cody.
Yeah, and that's going to drop him down. This Rashford, oh my! Almost into our wall together as he's had a massive moment there. And Owen's back up into first.
Promotes Owen back into first, which is probably what he would rather be rather than sitting behind Rashford.
Yeah, probably.
Because on those starting lap hards, Rashford's mediums are on the verge of exploding probably.
Nah, not yet. They've got.
No, it's around lap 12 to maybe 14, I think, where they'll probably start to blow up. But I think Owen's in a good position because he'll probably just keep going and going and going, trying to extend the gap to pit.
I'm just sort of curious. I'm trying to figure out what there's like these circle lights I'm looking at around the track. They're quite cool.
What the nice
Some
colour
nice
changing
lighting
light.
here, honestly.
Yeah, you could get some of them in your room.
Oh, that's David Hoy into a wall. And he's crashed where Paul did yesterday. And oh my, good job he ghosted, as that would have been his teammate at the race.
Very unfortunate from David Horn.
It's having a good race in third place as well.
And a blind over race. Considering that yesterday said he was going to lose about 10 front wings.
Well, there's one. I don't know if he'd already lost one already, but...
No, I think that's his first.
Well, he's got 11 more laps to lose another 9, so one every lap and he's basically there.
It's on the cards.
It's possible, but I don't see it.
As, you know, Owen is catching up to Daryl and Cody.
Yeah.
Is Daryl still lapped? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, that was a lap down.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was because it was pretty much...
To be fair, he has actually been catching Cody, who's about to get lapped by Owen. But he is on fresher tyres, so if he can just sort of keep at a decent pace, I think he will definitely be quicker.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeo drivers haven't had like exactly the greatest races, but I wouldn't say it's their fault, especially for Daryl.
Yeah.
Well, Rashford is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's closed back in after his mistake, but he's really putting too much pressure on us. Dino's
he's kind of, Rashford's kind of in the state of catching and also losing time, so he's kind of just sticking with him.
I mean, it's definitely like basically on the crossover between the tyres. I think the only issue is Owen's tyres are obviously, you know, a little bit more worn, so
I think Rashford, depending on
well, he hasn't got penalties, but I don't think he can take 24 lap medium tyres to the end. Yeah,
no, he physically can't. I think if Rashford's confident in his ability to make sure that his wheels don't explode, he could probably take them maybe another lap or two. But if I was him, I'd pit now.
There's a few people inside the pits, and Bodian has managed to get past David Pillar and take 5th place back. One of the drivers who got very unlucky as he was leading the race at one point after lap 1.
He's finding his way back up.
Yeah, Adam's also doing very well.
Yeah, Adam's having a blunder race.
And he's gone from 18th all the way to 4th in this one. And I think he's going to be very happy with this drive. Actually being in front of his teammate for once, which is nice for him. But Owen, this is pretty much at this rate, it's sort of what he just exactly needed. He just needs to try take these hards for a total of 25 laps, as yeah, Rashford's losing a lot of time here.
And he also just got 3 seconds.
And yeah, I think his tyres are on the brink of dying there, and he's off to the pit lane.
Yeah, he's in the pits, yeah.
As Paul is now into second. And Paul has a lot fresher tyres, actually, I've just realised. Could Paul win this race? Definitely.
I mean, no penalties, obviously. 10 laps mediums compared to 16 lap hards.
I think he can take them just about to the end, because he pitted on them with a safety car, so they'll have like 15 laps worth of wear, 16 by the end.
It's definitely possible.
He's going to be quicker at this phase, and if he can just close up by about 3 seconds, he needs to.
The only concern that he should probably have is maybe the drivers behind Adam, but even then, they're not really close to Adam.
Yeah.
As Adam's 9 seconds away from Paul, but then Paul's also 6 seconds away from Owen.
Yeah, Paul's actually losing a better time, so Owen's actually doing very well on these hard tyres.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the mediums, I wouldn't say they're dying out, but
That's
they'll
a
probably have
yellow
like
flag, and that's Robbie. I think at this rate,
It's
Owen
not from
almost
Wing.
will be hoping for a safety car, but at the same time not for a safety car, as Robbie's retired from the session, and that's a safety car. As literally, I was just saying, would he like a safety car, would he not? I think he'll be very happy with that one, and
Well,
he'll
I
pit for
mean,
soft tyres to the end there. Oh no, he's got into a wall, and he's hit the race!
oh,
Oh no!
the championship might be done.
That might be it, but it depends how, well, Dino's
It
not in a good
depends if
spot though, and he does have a penalty. Oh no! He's done an Alfie, but worse.
That's not good for Owen. He should be fuming.
Yeah, he's going to be.
Um,
Dino doesn't even have
look,
to pit.
looking
Oh
back
no,
at the
Adam.
stream.
Oh no.
Sorry, looking back at the stream. How did Owen even do that? If he knew he wasn't going to make the turn,
Just go
so why
straight
did he
on.
keep turning into the wall?
As yeah, everyone's going for softs. Like literally everyone, but Victor's gonna lead this race with Dino in second. Oh
wasn't
god.
Wasn't he leading the race at one point?
No, Victor wasn't.
I thought
No, this is his first time into the lead, but he's got everyone on fresh softs behind, so he's going to get absolutely mauled.
Yeah, as well as he's got Dino, who is
On reasonably fresh mediums, but I think, I can't lie, everyone... I just realised something, never mind. Adam's going to defend his life for Dino now.
Yeah. The only person that will probably fight Dino will probably be Paul, and
I think
wouldn't put it
Paul's
past
winning
Paul.
this race, I can't lie.
I wouldn't put it past Paul to have a good fight against Dino.
I think on the fresh softs he'll probably win the race.
I mean, if Paul wins the race, shows that he's clearly too good for PC3.
He managed to get where yesterday with 3 drive-throughs?
I couldn't. I think it was like maybe 5th.
Yeah.
Or
3
fifth,
drive-throughs and also spinning into a wall and losing his front wing and gets 5th. Now he's 3rd in this race.
Well, I mean, surprisingly, I would have expected this to be more DNF. This race, but
3rd he's put mediums on.
Maybe he didn't have any softs left over, which might be the reason.
I'm not sure, but
let me check. What position is he?
he's 8th.
8th. I'm not really a.
Oh no! Oh no! The safety car's doing some stuff.
No,
Oh no!
He definitely has softs. He went from medium hard to mediums.
By the way, the
Well, we'll
safety car's teleporting, and I'm now scared for everyone. Like, I just teleported through Victor. And
Dear God.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, if I was Victor, I would stay away from the safety car. I'd just say, maybe
stay
give it
back.
a little bit of space.
A little bit of space, give it the old track. Don't get near it. We know what this game's like. It's absolutely broken. And the safety car is one of the things that is currently broken, so you should just avoid it. As if he hits into it, it'll probably disqualify him. Take a tyre off because the safety car's an absolute brick. And then probably collect everyone behind.
I wouldn't put it past the game and its mechanics to do that. It's like if you were to experiment and go full speed into the safety car, the safety car wouldn't budge.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like its wheels are not glued to the floor, but they are at the same time. Like it can still drive, but if you hit it, it just won't move.
Oh no! Now we're migrating host. Oh no!
This is no idea.
I think Victor's just backed off completely as he's seen that. I wonder who it's going to default the host to. But all of a sudden, whoever it's defaulted it to, I mean, I just saw everyone's connection go perfect. Apart from Victor.
Yeah, no idea. I mean, whoever's lobby host, clearly it's should be a lobby host pretty much for what, over 2 races of the season, I think.
It depends if Elliot turns up, really.
Yeah, true. And the
As-
safety car should stay for another lap, as Cody's just doing a quality lap by himself in time trials, essentially.
yeah.
Chilling in 14th by himself.
I've randomly got really tired here all of a sudden. Blimey now.
It's the longest, like we said earlier, it's the longest track in the calendar.
It's not
Let
even been
alone-
that long of a race, that's the thing.
It-
This is only
yeah,
our
it's felt
second safety car.
it's felt like it's gone quick.
Also, good news for Adam, he's now got enough fuel to finish the race.
Adam, you've been blessed, son.
Adam's absolutely buzzing, I'll tell you that.
He probably went through the phase of panic, and now he's just calm and chill.
I think Owen will be watching this.
And if anything, Adam's probably screaming at dinner for no reason, because Adam. Yeah, Owen's probably gonna be watching this and gonna be.
Just hoping
kind of-
Dino doesn't finish.
He's probably gonna be hitting himself.
However, we're getting slowly closer and closer as we're going to be restarting the next lap.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never know. Dino, there's still a possibility Dino does also DNF.
Well, if the safety car starts to do any more shenanigans where it just starts lagging, then
Possibly.
yes. As Cody's pitted again. Alright. So maybe he's trying to keep the safety car at even. Oh no, he's getting a knee front wing.
Personally, I just think we just let off Cody. He's not having a good race. I don't think we should talk about him.
I think we should just restart the race.
Nah, how about this? Whoever's last out of the people who finish, you get the maximum points.
Nah, they get.
We'll keep.
No,
we
they
keep the
get a pity point. One pity point.
Nah, we'll keep the championship alive then.
Maximum points to Daryl. Because he's a lap down, so he's going to finish last. Out of the people
That's
on
true.
track.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's going to keep the. I think the only person you could give it to keep the championship alive is Owen. As Ferdy and Imshaz have had a bit of a collision. And that's going to give one of them a 5-second penalty as my controller's disconnected.
In all fairness, the safety car, well, pretty much being in the pack with each other around this track is one of the worst because some of the corners are so short. And it's just,
mate. Yeah, there we go. Come on.
yeah, the safety car is obviously so slow around the corners, and obviously the pack will always be within what 10 car lengths of each other. So
is
it's
really backing this one
I'm
off.
surprised people haven't hit each other. Has Victor ever done a safety car restart?
Once, I think.
Well, hopefully on his 13 lap hard he can somehow
Get a good
just
restart
somehow
for
get away
himself.
from Dino. And for Owen's sake, hopefully Paul can get past Dino. As
That's a bit dangerous.
I don't know if Victor just parked it on track or Dino has just had a moment and he hit him. Well, I mean, for Dino's sake, he's probably hoping Adam can get past Paul. Which,
What is this restart?
I mean,
And
I think there's contact.
He's gone now as. I mean, he has caught Dino, but there's going to be absolute chaos behind, and that's two people into a wall. Bodian's in a wall. He's lost his front wing. Faraz is also into the wall, and that's probably a case of the restart being dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure what that restart was, but I guess
Adam's really attacking Paul here. And he's going to go for the move, I think, here with the battery.
As he should.
And I think Adam here is now just going to park it, potentially. He's going to go for the move. It's contact! Adam's ate the race! And he's gone straight across the track. Look at he ghosting. As Rashbolt's also out at the back.
I think Adam might have lost it, and he hit the wall.
A slight bit of contact with Paul there. As
well,
that's not what Dino would have wanted, but he is in the lead, I've just realised now.
I mean, yeah, for Dino it's probably it's a
David
nightmare.
Perez going to go for a move on Paul Hill, who I think might have damage, and these guys behind him are literally all it's like Blooming Christmas shopping, this is. At the last minute.
Oh, we have. I don't know who that is. Oh wait, that's. Never mind. It's just Raj Paul.
He's really trying to get past Paul, but Paul's defending with all his life. As this is helping Dino out massively, as he's just absolutely running away with this one there.
To be fair, in Paul's case, I think Paul's more focused on the fact that he can get podium.
I think he can. Oh, and there's Alfie at the race as well.
God's sake, Alfie.
And that's a safety car.
You know, Alfie, well done. Well done, Alfie. In a nice way, well done.
Some people are pitting.
I'm surprised Victor hasn't pitted. If I was him, I would pit. I mean, actually, I don't know, you know.
He hasn't got a penalty.
But he ain't got a penalty, but
I just realised the safety car is literally going to go in next lap. I think it's going to be forced in, as Bodian picks up a 5-second penalty for speed.
Unless for some reason it's just like we'll have 2 laps to race him.
What a restart that was!
It was a very, I'm not gonna say bad, confusing. I think why it was so bad is because he did probably what I did. He probably went before the safety car actually went in.
He didn't. The safety car was in. He just didn't go in the final corner.
I don't know then. I just assumed that the safety car was still going in. So
but no wonder he saw 2 people flying off into a wall after that.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I'm comparing those 15-lap hards to 7-lap mediums. I'm not really sure Victor will actually be able to keep
within 3 seconds.
Yeah, keep
even
within 3 seconds.
I just read Paul didn't pit.
I think Paul needs to pit. He's on 3-lap softs.
No, but I think he has slight damage, as he shouldn't be losing the amount of time that he was.
I don't know.
So if he's going to be at that same pace again, then this could get.
In all fairness, I think all Paul needs to do is he just needs either Victor to stay with Dino and drag him forward, or he just needs to get past Victor and hope Dino messes up.
Well, this is pretty much what it comes down to then. This safety car restart, this essentially is going to determine the championship. As who has fastest lap, actually.
I believe it's... I don't know, actually. Oh, no, it's Dino.
If he keeps a podium with the fastest lap, and the fact that he got pole, actually no, he has to finish second and have both of those, and he wins the championship. So he has to finish first or second with both of those, and he wins the championship here.
If I was Bodine, I would. Oh, he has fresh offs. If I was him, yeah. Wait, he's ping. What is he? Damage probably. I would say if I was him, I would pit for fresh softs, and I would try and steal that. I'd steal the fast lap, which I think he's doing.
He's serving his speeding penalty.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, the safety car's going to be forced in this lap, and it's going to be 3 laps of carnage.
He has put 4 laps off on, so I guess he might try and go for fast laps still.
I think he's just going to go for the fight here, realistically. I think everyone's just going to battle. I don't think it matters what... At this rate, I don't even think it matters, apart from Victor, how old your tyres are. I think it's
I think whoever can get past Dino... I think if Dino has a moment, and Victor or Paul can just get past, then I think the championship for Owen might still be alive. But judging by the way it's going, I think the championship's already been decided.
The only way for Owen to be in a good spot for the championship is if Dino doesn't finish or finishes 8th or lower, probably. Yeah. As the gap would only be like 41 points then, or 42.
It'd pretty much be the same as what it already is if he was to DNF. Or finish not in the top 10.
Yeah,
which with what? Imola and Abu Dhabi? Yeah, Abu Dhabi I think.
No, it's Imola and Monza.
Have we not done Abu Dhabi?
No.
I thought we were doing Abu Dhabi. Anyway, yeah, with I just assume it's Abu Dhabi. Yeah, with I guess Imola and Monza, then it's still possible.
Well, here we go.
Could be carnage, could be hectic. Hopefully Victor can stay with Dino as he has kind of leaving a gap.
This is 3 laps. And will Dino win the championship here?
Our very own spin race. I'm not really sure why Victor's leaving a massive gap.
I just realised Raphael's not got a penalty in 7th.
He could jump up
here.
to 4th. Yeah, true. Could get a podium if Dino doesn't.
Oh, as Dino's going to go off the restart, and he's absolutely flown off and caught Victor.
Yeah. I was kind of poor from Victor. Victor was leaving.
As David Perez on the inside of Paul here, and he's going to go for the movers as people still warming their tyres up on the straight. As David Perez up into 3rd now.
I think David also locked though.
And David's now going to go for a move on Victor as well. He's absolutely flying off this restart. And he's going to try up the inside of the Williams driver. And now he's on a charge. And could David Perez win this race on track?
David Perez could be the man to stop Dino.
As Victor's not going to be able to brake late enough to challenge, and David's now just got 2.5 seconds, and with the fresher soft tyres, he should have a chance here of catching that.
It is possible. I mean, I'm pretty sure Paul did have damage, because he has dropped down 3 positions, so I assume he had damage.
And now Adam Matiziak's on the back of him as well, and it's just going to take his time with this move as Paul goes deep, and again, just playing it patient as Paul almost goes into a wall.
Took too much curb, you could say.
Yeah. There's Cody's up into 8th, I've just realised. But no, he's just been nearly squeezed into a wall there, so I went 3 wide into the corner. And this has actually brought him back into the race. He's going to try on the outside here. And after such it's probably a sad race at the back, shall we say, for the Alfa Romeo. He wants to get involved here as Imchaz has got a penalty for corner cutting and gaining 2 places. What? Oh, and Bodian's gone into the back of him and put him in a wall there. And that's going to give both of them big damage.
That could potentially maybe both of their races. Or did he have front wing damage?
As Ferdy's going to go for the move on Bodian. As there's someone off at the back, that's Paul going flying wide. No one's pitting with the damage. They're just going to the end here.
I don't think Bodian actually got damage.
No, he does. He's got a missing end plate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's missing his right end plate. Yeah.
There's Raphael still.
Well, Dino and David, they're kind of. I don't know if I wouldn't say gaining, but he's not losing too much time.
David's actually dropped a 10th down from last lap, so he's not gaining. So this could be it for Dino. I said that really weird. But yeah, he could potentially. I think about to win the title here in PCF2.
If Paul didn't have damage, I think Paul could have been the man to stop Dino. But I'm not. But if only David Power didn't have his 3 seconds of pens and maybe fresher softs.
It all depends if Dino gets a penalty.
And if Dino also doesn't...
I just realised who's actually catching. Ferdy's catching here in the Red Bull, but I think it's a little too late for him.
Yeah.
As he's got purple middle sector, so could stop Dino from getting the fastest lap, but... he's still going to try his yellow flags. That's for Paul Hill, who has had...
Paul.
Just a car crash of a restart as Darrell picks up 3 seconds.
I think Singapore's just not his track.
As Ferdy's within the DRS range of David Perez, it will be enabled on this final lap. So he's going to try and get 2nd place on the track here. As Victor's now got Matuziak and Raphael behind. Yeah, everyone's just burnt it off this restart. As Dino has a 3.3 second lead.
Well, I mean, Matuziak has pretty much half a tank, so...
As Ferdy in the DRS here. I think he's going to try a move on David Perez as he's getting closer and closer. He's going to go to the inside here of the Aston and has managed to get that move and put himself into 2nd place.
The clean overtake.
And Raphael has also got past Adam Matuziak, who's not got a front wing anymore. So I'm not sure what's happened between them as he goes into the wall there.
He's very lucky to not lose his wheel, because that could have been. Yeah, that wheel would have definitely came off.
Raphael still trying to make his way up for 4th here, which will be a great result, but he does have to pass Victor on track in the final sector. But that's not too much what I'm bothered about right now, as Dino with just this sector to go is away from winning the title here.
The only thing stopping Dino is
putting himself into a wall.
Yeah, literally putting himself in a wall, because I don't think 3 seconds would even do anything.
No, it wouldn't, as he's coming around literally the final few corners, taking it so carefully. And as Dino comes round the final corner here, and he's going to win the Ero Pc F2 title.
I mean, fair play to him. Owen, I don't know, I'm lost for words for Owen.
If it was a mistake, that wasn't his fault. I'd feel genuinely bad for him, but
since he technically did kind of.
I don't know how he's done that. Oh my, Daryl. Okay. Wow. What a race of absolute carnage. Not of good racing, just carnage.
Well, I mean, to answer David David Hoyes and Adam Laypitch's question from yesterday. No, more people didn't DNF today.
Yeah,
so
only 7th. As Paul to the line, is it fastest lap? No.
We don't know!
The answer was no, because I just realised he literally pitted on the last lap.
Yeah, good point.
And driver of the day is Raphael. Honestly, I don't think driver of the day is really anything you can use after that. It's more just
I think
he was blessed by the safety cars, but yeah.
If you're gonna go based off driver of the day, I think
it almost has to be Dino at this rate.
Yeah,
just like first he had a bit where he went all the way down to the back.
If Adam finished where he was, it would have been him. But Adam decided to have a moment, and I don't know. Lost for words.
You know what? We got a bit of time here, as this race did finish a bit earlier. You know what? I'm going to ask. One off. Yeah, let's get Dinner in here and just do a little bit of a post-race interview. Nays the champion.
Can we even drag him into this?
We can move. Give me a sec. Jump in F1 conference. I think we might be able to. Let's see if he agrees. Sure. All right. There we go. Okay. So if we move to F1 conference now, I don't know if we can drag me. Hashtag is raging. Alright, yeah, just move across, I think. I don't know how to invite people to this. Right, now I just gotta figure out.
He needs to join the call. We'd have to move him in, but I don't know if we have the power to. Or maybe not.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello. So, well, I completely forgot you could join by yourself. Well, that was one way to win the championship, wasn't it?
Somehow I actually don't know what happened. I had so many difficulties with that race. I hit the wall in the beginning, I had to pit, and then hit the wall again, had to pit, and somehow at the end I actually won the race and the whole championship. I'm just trying to figure out if this is actually a dream or not.
Yeah, that was at one point in the race. It looked like all hope was almost lost for you there as well. Owen was in the lead of the race, and then I mean, I don't know if you know what happened to Owen, as I don't think you've had time to really see.
didn't know. I just know that he retired, and as soon as I saw that text that he retired, I was incredibly happy.
Yeah, as he kind of made a bit of a mistake where as soon as the safety car came in, I think he was probably trying to like select a different set of tyres to swap onto, and he just going into the bridge, he just missed the turning point and drove into a wall.
Yeah, he didn't even stop to
Jesus.
break it. It looked like he just kept turning into the wall, trying to still make the corner, which is a bit surprising from him.
That's a bit unfortunate, but I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, it's kind of an anti-climactic way, almost to win the championship after that. But hey, you did very well off the last restarts to be in a position to be able to take the championship as well. There's only Victor in front. Now, another question I had is, with I think it was the one before last. I assume you telling Adam to defend for you and try and get in front of Paul to defend.
It was actually the opposite. He was actually saying, if I get close to you, let me overtake you. I want to win.
Ah,
Uh,
Typical. Typical
because
Adam.
we knew that I only needed to finish second if
yeah.
Owen retired, and I needed to get the fastest lap or the pole position.
Mhm.
So I would have gladly given Adam that win, but yeah, unfortunately he retired. I don't know how exactly, but yeah, it's very unfortunate that we didn't see both Mercedes on the podium, but
Mhm.
at least one did pretty well, and we can just come back stronger next time to try and secure the constructors as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, Red Bull didn't exactly have the greatest of races. As you hold up, where did Ferdy finish? I didn't even see in the end. I think he's just about kept it so that they can still win the constructors theoretically. But it's going to be quite difficult for Red Bull now. So I think next time out when we go to Imola, you're in a good spot to be able to win the constructors as well. So yeah,
I,
it's
I
what
guess we'll just have to wait and see.
yeah. What would you say overall from this season has been like some of the most almost important races in determining this championship that have you think of your personal best drives? Would you say?
I actually don't have any favorites because I don't really look at the races that I've had. I only look ahead and try to minimize the mistakes I have. The worst race for me was probably China or maybe Belgium because I think I had a chance to win that race, but I made that crucial mistake that spun me, and I finished third. Not my worst position or my worst race, but overall I really hated that moment, and I was really frustrated at myself. And then I took a little bit of a break, came back to Jeddah, fought with Ferdi a lot. It was an amazing battle. That was probably one of my favorites, with him and Metusiak battling for that win. That was incredible. But overall, I think the whole season just is my best season I've ever had in my 2 years of league racing.
Yeah. So I mean, at the start of the season, obviously everyone did expect a battle between you and Owen. Obviously, you were the two main contenders everyone originally put out there for this division, and well, you took it down to the final three races here, where with 2 rounds to go after this, you've now managed to win the championship. Just wondering if you have any words for Owen about the battle that you've had this season. And
Uh, Owen, it was sincerely an incredible battle. I'm actually pretty sad that we didn't take it to the last race, but uh, let's hope that you minimize those mistakes next season. I actually know already that we're gonna be in the same tier again. So let's see if we can continue our rivalry in season 8, and it's gonna be very fun. I hope to see you there.
all right, well. Huge congratulations from both of us here on winning your first title in Ero, and Well, I'm sure you're going to be quite happy about this one for a while, and it's going to be one of the personal highlights for you in your league racing. So, I think that's about all we have time for today. As thank you, Dino, for coming to speak to us. As
Thank you for the interview and the commentary. I already know that you two guys did an amazing job, and thank you for commentating the whole season. And I hope that you have enjoyed our battles.
yeah, it's been great to watch throughout the season. Some of the battles that you have had at multiple races this season has been very entertaining to watch, and it's been great to be able to commentate this championship battle. As well, there's only one of the races that I missed, and well, I wish I didn't have, because Spa was good when I rewatched it. But yeah, it has been great for everyone watching on the stream every week, and of course everyone participating in the championship as well. So I think that's about all we have time for today here. As next week we will be heading to Imola, where we could see the constructors wrapped up probably. But I mean, you never know. The battle's not over until it's over, as anything can still happen, even though the championship itself may be over. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching this stream, and we hope to see you next week. Goodbye.